Hey, welcome to the Spanish Trainers 10 by 10 Conversation Builder. Me llamo Carolina y yo soy su profesora. Have you gotten your copy of the 10 by 10? This is a 21-page PDF and handout. It's very easy to carry it along with you, and you're going to want it because in these 10 videos, we are going to cover everything that's in this so that you will be able to see it and have it in front of you as you and I work through this just as if it's a class, because this is a live class for you and these are the materials that we're going to use. So we have 10 different topics, and in each topic there are 10 different words or phrases, but we're not just learning vocabulary. We are going to put it into context with our conversations between Jorge and Daisy. And by printing this out, you are also going to get a fun little homework section. So there's nice writing activities there, because when we spend time reading and writing a language that we're wanting to learn, it really helps us to learn and assimilate that vocabulary, and it gets us to conversation faster. So let's get started. Yesterday we did los saludos. So we did our part 1 of the 10 by 10, and it was our greetings or los saludos. So hola, buenas tardes, or buenos días, or buenas noches. ¿Cómo estás? Oh, y yo muy bien, gracias. ¿Cómo se llama? Me llamo Carolina. Mucho gusto. Gracias. Igualmente. All right, so here we go, parte 2. So, in tu paquete, la página 4. Make sure you're on page 4, la página 4. So today's lesson, our 2 of 10, is called Vocabulario útil. In inglés, that's useful vocab. So what does that mean? Well, when we start off speaking another language and we get into conversations with people, sometimes we get a lot of blurs. And then the bigger our vocab gets, we get a blur word. So when we're having troubles understanding what people are saying, we could just simply give up and say, oh, I don't understand, and just end the conversation right there. However, with this vocabulary, there are words here that are going to help you keep that conversation going so you can inch it forward in Spanish using the words and expressing what you're experiencing in Spanish. All right, so super handy vocab to have. En la página 4, por favor, repita conmigo. Say these with me. No entiendo. No entiendo. Sometimes we just need to let the other person know, I don't understand. And again, you could just say, I don't understand. And that's it for your conversation. Or you can use your Spanish and say, no entiendo. So you may have heard no entiende, but when we put that E on the back and we say no entiende, you're actually telling the other person that they don't understand. So we want to be really careful and connect up that O with yo, because yo is I. So no entiendo. You could say yo no entiendo, but simply no entiendo means I don't know. So no entiendo. Repita más despacio, por favor, porque muchas personas de habla española hablan muy rápido. Por favor, repita más despacio. So más despacio. Say that again a little bit slower. So no entiendo. Repita más despacio, por favor. ¿Me entiende? So now let's do check in with the other person and make sure that they're understanding my Spanish, or maybe we're speaking in English and you're helping the Spanish speaking person learn a little bit of English. So check in with them and say, ¿Me entiende? Do you understand me? ¿Me entiende? And they'll say, sí, entiendo, or no entiendo. Repita más despacio, por favor. Okay, our next phrase is a really great way to be proactive building vocabulary. ¿Cómo se dice? So maybe you heard something that they said and you didn't understand it. You might say, ¿Cómo se dice? How do you say? So, ¿Cómo se dice pen en español? Se dice pluma. So, ¿Cómo se dice? ¿Cómo se dice rice in Spanish? Se dice arroz. So, ¿Cómo se dice is a great way for you to be proactive and build some additional vocab and ask for clarification. The next one, número 5, is ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? What is this? This generally works when you have an object in front of you. I'm going to grab my pen. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? Es una pluma. Es Es una pluma. So when we have an object in front of us, we can point to it and say, ¿Qué es esto? That's a really great phrase if you're at a market and you maybe see these objects that you don't know what they are. Maybe they are tropical fruits that you've never seen before. So you can ask, ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? Oh, es una papaya, es un mango, es una guava, por ejemplo. Okay, so ¿Cómo se dice en qué es esto? Our next one, if you ask somebody, ¿Qué es esto? Or ¿Cómo se dice? They might say, no sé, I don't know, no sé. Or maybe it's no recuerdo. I know we had that yesterday, but I can't remember. No recuerdo. So those are two phrases that are definitely super handy to have. No sé, no recuerdo. All right? Okay, número 8. Here we go. Disculpe, disculpe. But if somebody said perdón, I bet you would understand that. So perdón, we don't need to even study that. But disculpe means the same as perdón, but sometimes you'll hear disculpe, ¿dónde está el baño? Or perdón, ¿dónde está el baño? So disculpe. Número 9. Lo siento, lo siento. Oh, I'm sorry. So I had a friend call me the other day and say that he was sick and not feeling very good and wasn't able to come to the class. And so my response was lo siento, because lo siento means I feel it. In other words, I'm sorry about it. I'm sorry that you're not feeling good. So we reserve it for maybe getting some bad news or somebody's not feeling well. So lo siento, lo siento. All right, número 10. You know this one. Gracias, gracias. And how do we respond to gracias? We say de nada. De nada. Gracias, de nada. Okay, our crédito extra. We have number 11. Disculpe, tengo una pregunta. So, una pregunta is a question. Disculpe, tengo una pregunta. No entiendo. ¿Cómo se dice? So, excuse me, I have a question. I don't understand. How do you say this or how do you say that? So, disculpe or perdón, tengo una pregunta. So notice that O on the back of tango. So that word is really easy to pronounce. It's like the Argentinian dance, the tango. And tango means I have. So the O is for yo. You could say yo tengo, but tango all by itself means I have. So tengo una pregunta. So great phrase when you're talking with somebody and just say, hey, I have a question. And then how do you say this? Or what is this? Or what is that? So tengo una pregunta. ¿Cómo se dice da 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 da? Or ¿Qué es esto? And our very last one, number 12, crédito extra, is ¿Qué significa esto? So ¿Qué significa esto? What does this mean? So in today's lesson, we got 3 phrases to really help us be proactive, building vocab, and trying to understand what the other person is saying. So the first one was a ¿Cómo se dice? How do you say? Número 2, ¿Qué es esto? When you have an object in front of you, you can say, hey, what is this? ¿Qué es esto? Y número 3, ¿Qué significa? Or ¿Qué significa esto? What does this mean? So 3 phrases to help you move conversation forward. All right, so vamos a la página 5. La página 5, we have una conversación con Jorge y Daisy. All right, so they're just getting started learning their Spanish. And so they have a conversation like this. Jorge says, Hola Daisy, ¿cómo se dice? I have a question in español. And she responds to him and says, se dice, tengo una pregunta. Se pronuncia, it's pronounced, se pronuncia, tengo una pregunta. Tengo una pregunta. And Jorge dice, no entiendo, repita más despacio. Habla muy rápido. Whoa, Daisy, slow down. You talk so fast, please say that again because I don't understand. And so Daisy says, tengo una pregunta. And then she really enunciates it for him. Tengo una pregunta. And Jorge says, ¿Y qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? What is this? ¿Qué es esto? Es una taza de café con crema y azúcar. Es una taza de café con crema y azúcar. Gracias. Adiós. De nada. Hasta luego. Okay, so to you I say, muchas gracias. Have fun with your survival vocab words, and I will see you in the next video. Gracias. Hasta luego.